After the drill reached 1,500 meters, the workers suddenly noticed something was wrong. Not only did a large amount of white smoke begin to rise from the ground, but it also emitted a pungent, irritating odor. Some believed they had hit methane deposits in the rock layers and immediately suggested halting the exploration. However, the foreman stubbornly ordered the machine to restart. But as soon as they began again, terrifying screams echoed from deep below. They feared they had struck a protected species. After a unanimous discussion, the foreman reluctantly ordered the exploration to stop. But when they pulled the drill bit from the ground, they were shocked to find it covered with a mass of bloodied flesh. The professor carefully examined it and realized that this was not a known creature. To figure out exactly what they had uncovered, everyone rushed to excavate the frozen soil around the hole. Less than a minute into digging, the workers stopped the driver immediately. They had uncovered a body wrapped in a cocoon, emitting a foul stench. Just as they were about to get a clearer look at what it was, to everyone's horror, the cocooned body began to struggle and crawl out. The man reached out a hand and began shouting, speaking in an incomprehensible language. At first, they thought he had been buried alive, but before anyone could question him, a black tentacle suddenly emerged from his nose. The speed was so quick that only the professor standing closest noticed. The bizarre scene made everyone realize something was terribly wrong. They decided to take a blood sample from the man for further study. Just as they were preparing to do so, another tentacle shot out from his ear. Fortunately, by this time, they were mentally prepared and didn't panic. They then handed the man some bread, hoping to calm him down. But just as Jack was idly fiddling with his knife, the man gestured for Jack to hand it over. The man then mimed a suicide motion. Before Jack could understand what he meant, the man suddenly snatched the knife and, without hesitation, pointed it at himself. However, in the next moment, an eerie force seemed to stop him. Suddenly, dozens of tentacles erupted from the man's eyes and mouth. Panicked, Jack rushed to stop him, but it was too late. The man easily knocked Jack to the ground. Then, a long and thick tentacle emerged from the man's rear and shot into Jack's mouth. Jack finally managed to react, but by the time he did, the man who had been alive just moments ago was now rotting. His body decayed into a horrific mummified corpse. Jack quickly ran to tell everyone what had happened.